Hey Taurus, welcome back to another round of weekly readings. I hope the past week has treated you well, and if it hasn't, many blessings to you in the hopes that it does get better. You know, in time it always does, but sometimes that time seems like absolutely forever. And I do believe I might be saying this because the Nine of Swords has decided to jump out for you first today. We're going to get straight into it, Taurus. You know, the Nine of Swords can mean a few different things when it comes to situations, but what really matters to me in this is how the Nine of Swords makes someone feel. So regardless of whether something that's going on is real, imagined, overblown, it doesn't matter to me. It's how the energy leaves you feeling. And right now it appears that you're feeling overwhelmed, that there's no safe space for you to land, or very few safe places for you to land, or this is something that you've been through recently. So let's get some, sorry, before I do, what I'm trying to say is let's get some more cards out. But one thing that I do want to say that jumped out to me immediately is that there is something going on in your life right now that is about illusion. It's actually not really there. There's one thing specifically, okay? So getting that out of the way. We've got this followed by the Knight of Wands energy. Let's see, one other card, please. At least one other card to help us define Taurus's story today. Knight of Wands energy is fiery energy. I did not ask for 3 more cards. I did say 1 or more, didn't I, though? Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's fair, Spirit. We'll take it. Devil on the bottom of the deck here. So, right. Knight of Wands is fire energy. We can be looking at Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands looking at the Knight of Wands there. Interesting. And we've got the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So right away I see like a dynamic between 2 people or opposing energies at least. I've got 2 people with a lot of fire in them, Taurus. But one person's a little more evolved than the other. Okay, there's something about this situation, about an illusion, something that's not actually real, that you're worrying about or that's stressing you out. And we see that energy showing up here again in the 5 of Swords. So lots of up in your head energy. So whatever dynamic is going on here between, I believe is you, I feel, are the Queen of Wands here. This person is the Knight of Wands. It's and funny when as I say this out loud, it's reminding me of Cancer's reading. We'll see if those energies continue, but sorry, I'm getting so much information right now, like it's hard to know even where to start. So I just slow things down a little bit here. Let's slow things down. This has left you with a real headache. There's things in the background going on too. There's something happening in the background here that sheds the light on the situation. I want to mention that straight away as well. This Knight of Wands energy, this, and I really hate talking about signs, and particularly for this reading, I don't feel inclined to do so. I'd rather talk about the energy, honestly. I mean, I'll say fire sign energy, but that's about it. This is somebody who's really fun-loving, who's really high-spirited, who's all about the chase, who's all about the action, who's all about fun. Okay, so this is someone who doesn't take life too seriously. When they do something, they do so passionately. They're carefree, kind of like not a care in the world, right? It's younger energy. And I'm not saying that age-wise necessarily, as it is life experience. And even if they are an older person, there is a bit of naivety about it, about refusing to see anything other than the fun side of life. So it's kind of living in a false world in a sense, right? The Queen of Wands energy is much more contained. This is someone who's very much carries those same characteristics, but they're more controlled, and not in a negative way. They just have a better handle on their life, and so they're better able to rein in those energies and use that energy to their advantage. So not as careless and carefree and kind of like all over the place, but more of this focused energy. They take that passion, they take that drive, and they focus it in to create that which they desire, and the life around them. It's a much more balanced energy than the Knight of Wands, okay? So these are the two opposing forces that are presenting straight off the bat. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles energy here, this is about creation, okay? This is about generally I think of it as a project, but something certainly tangible that you've started, that started in your life, that you're finally starting to see it grow. This is something that you've spent a lot of time and energy investing into, and you're starting to see that time and investment pay off, all right? But what is it? I'm just going to clarify straight away. I'm not even going to lay out a second row because there's things we need to know before we continue forward. It's funny, Taurus, because I don't really... If I was to find your energy anywhere in here, honestly, Taurus, this feels like you here. I don't know if there's two people in your life that are making you feel this way or have you feeling this way. Nobody can make you feel anything, by the way. Let's accept responsibility for our emotions and our thoughts and that sort of thing, right? But certainly being in the company of some people can leave you feeling like this. And so... because this isn't your energy here. I don't feel interesting. All right, first of all, as far as Taurus is concerned, can we please clarify this Nine of Swords? This is really the one that's intriguing me at this point. Clarify the Nine of Swords, please. I don't know if you're married to this person and this is a daughter, or like or like a child of yours, or if you work with two individuals like this. I don't know, but there are people that surround you that have you feeling like this. I don't think you even need to describe this card. I think looking at this person's face says it all. Interesting. Okay, so the Knight of Wands showing up again with the Knight of Swords here. There's something about communication coming in about this Knight of Wands energy here that has you feeling more stressed out than you should be, is the energy that I'm getting. What is this? What is this communication coming in about this Knight of Wands energy here? Ten of Wands. It's a burden. Whatever you've heard has created a burden in your life, or a perceived burden in your life. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that whoever this person is, I really feel like a family dynamic going on here. Whoever this person is has done something, hasn't thought about the consequences of it, and now you feel that this is your burden to carry. Like now it's on your shoulders. So again, I don't want to say a child, but this would be like a teenager or a younger adult is the energy that I'm feeling anyways. What is this Ten of Wands? Tell us more about this Ten of Wands, this burden that you feel is now on your plate because of this person's actions in a completely different situation. It's got nothing to do with you, this situation, but they've gotten up to something that has created now a perceived burden for you, or certainly one that's left you feeling very stressed out. Three of Swords energy here. So something to do with heartbreaks, a loss. Tell us more about this Three of Swords, please. Nine of Swords again. This is keeping you up at night. This I don't feel is perceived. There is nothing about this situation that's just in your head. This is legit. It's actually legit. See, there's lots of legitimate things in here that you're worried about that are keeping you up at night, but perhaps the one thing that you're worried about the most isn't. There's one thing, and you'll know. Again, it's difficult for me to know. It's not giving me the specifics, at least intuitively, that I'm wanting to pick up on. But if this reading resonates with you so far, you'll know what this one issue is in particular. So we've got Leo card coming out next here with the Strength. What was that card? One was flipped up with the Four of Cups. Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Why do I feel like this person's potentially gotten involved with a situation with somebody? It's broken their heart. Something about this has broken their heart, and now you're trying to put the pieces back together again. This could be a Leo. And focusing on... I keep getting this in my head. I'm going to say it out loud because it keeps popping in and I can't keep ignoring it. But could this be a situation where, you know, again, a teenager, and I'm talking like 17, 18-year-old or a younger adult that is a child of yours or a dependent of yours, is potentially gotten themselves in a situation like a pregnancy or something like that was picking up on. And it's not in the cards here. Like I don't see any pregnancy cards here, but in a situation like that. Okay. Like I'm hearing they're stuck between a rock and a hard place in some sort of situation here. And it's almost like this is potentially like this is what makes me think pregnancy, like a gift from God sort of thing, but all you can focus on is, my God, like, how are we going to make this work is what is the energy that I'm getting? Or they were dumped by somebody, or, and this has created a headache for you because they're heartbroken or something like that because they were left out in the cold. So, it's really difficult to say. There's so many scenarios, and I'm just giving you what I'm getting intuitively more than anything. This Six of Pentacles, yeah, it could be a situation. Again, this person could be older. It could be leaving a marriage or something like that, going through heartbreak, and now you're supporting them. Like they've come back home to live with you because they've gone through a separation or divorce where there was unequal give and take, or they're left financially holding the bag sort of thing, and they need help from you. This is what I'm picking up, okay? A few different scenarios there for y'all. Tell us more about this Five of Swords energy for you here. What's this Five of Swords energy? What's this headache here? It's possible this person could have flown the roost, you know, and again, I feel like this is a dependent. This person could have flown the roost. You were just starting your life, you know, a new life, you know, with your partner perhaps, where, you know, empty nest syndrome and stuff like that, and just kind of growing the second half of your life. And here you are now financially supporting a dependent again. Tell us about this Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. I think I just explained the story there. The High Priestess. Yeah, I think... there's something about this it's shrouded though. It's a secret. I don't know. I'm almost getting like trust your intuition, the star energy, healing energy there. That's a lot of majors. Three of Wands. Yeah. Again, I feel, you know, the High Priestess, it's almost like trust what I'm saying here. Like what message Spirit's delivering, it's resonating with somebody out there. And again, you were looking forward with the Seven of Pentacles energy here. You were looking forward to a new beginning sort of thing. You know, here we've got, again, this separate energy kind of in the background now. Again, I feel like it's a dependent, and then you and potentially your spouse kind of looking forward to things, and now you've kind of been drawn back in, because there's not like a ton of cups in here. It's mostly swords and pentacles and stuff like that speaks to that. And King of Pentacles here on the bottom. Here's your energy, Taurus. So yeah, I'm going to put you up here because I feel like this is you in a battle here. All right. So, Eight of Swords energy. I just keep hearing stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know if you've bailed this person out before. I'm just hearing don't get too excited. If you're kind of in this dread energy and like, what am I going to do, and keeping you up at night, because that's coming through twice, right? This energy of this, whatever this is, it's keeping you up at night sort of thing and really stressing you out. It's a warning to be careful, because what is your position in this isn't necessarily the reality. So, and it can speak to even choice too. It's just like, How involved you get in this is up to you. And do you need to set some boundaries around helping this person out is what I'm getting. Again, this is mostly intuitive. This read is highly of the intuitive realm today, Taurus. So it's really asking you to consider, like, are you really trapped in this situation? Or is this just, are you taking on a responsibility that's not yours? Especially if this person's a grown adult, okay? Yeah, exactly. But again, the rock and a hard place is you are a father figure. You are the King of Pentacles. You are the type of person that takes care of your home and matters of the home. You take on that responsibility. You know, you've taken pride in that. You've taken pride in the fact that you support your family, that, you know, you're the strong one. You're the one that people go to when they have problems. You like to help. But there comes a point, Taurus, even where you have to stop and say, like, listen, though, like, there needs to be boundaries in place around this, and a healthy balance. And you got to do what's right for you and your family in the end, right? But I think this is asking you to consider carefully your responsibilities, and any boundaries that you may want to put in place around it. What else does Taurus need to know about this situation? Like, what's the potential outcome of this situation here with the Knight of Wands? I seriously feel like this is a mother-daughter here. I do. I'm sorry. It's the only thing I'm picking up on. So it's quite specific. So apologies this week if it's not general enough. But someone needs this more than you if it's not resonating with you. What's the potential outcome here with this Knight of Wands? Boundaries. Yeah. The situation is really calling for you to go within and to take some time to think about where your responsibilities lie in this position. Okay. 7 of Swords on the bottom. This person could have been done dirty by somebody else for sure. And I think that pulls at your heartstrings. And you're wanting to be that person that takes charge and helps heal this individual over here. But again, it's an issue of boundaries for sure. And to consider that. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles showing up again, 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles showing up again, 8 of Cups walking away here. Okay. So lots of double clarification here. So it's like, really pay attention to this. And I know I'm on the right track because I am getting matching cards in here. And potentially there could be a mirroring situation going on here in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to get into that today, though, because I don't feel a real strong energy coming from that as of yet anyways. But there's something about, if this person's of age, they're a grown adult and stuff like that. And again, the choice is always yours as a family unit. But there's something about this person needing to mature. And it's okay to help them, but don't give until your bank account is empty. And I don't just mean financially, I mean emotionally too. Okay, so it's important for this person to gain some independence, not only so that you can continue to live your life, but to teach them about, how do I say this? There's ways to support them and to also teach them about resiliency and coming through things on our own. And struggle isn't always bad. Sometimes struggle can be our best teachers. And it's not like you have to leave this person totally out in the cold. Not at all. There's ways that you can support them while also nurturing, this part of themselves that this is a new beginning. Like this feels like this person, again, I don't know if they've recently left the home and gone off to college or entered into a significant relationship and moved in with another person. It's going to be different for everybody, but the theme is still the same. This person is learning life on their own sort of thing, and about their independence and about stability and groundedness and that sort of thing, right? They're venturing out on their own now, and they have to learn about give and take in relationships and negotiating those things. And so again, I feel like there's this equal exchange. Like there's things that you can offer them that are well balanced, that will help them, absolutely, but also encourage their growth. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there, because this is what you're striving towards the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles here. Okay, so when we have children, it's not about protecting them from everything and safeguarding them and bubble wrapping them and never letting them feel strife or struggle or anything like that. Okay, what we want to do is we want to give them the tools while providing the appropriate amount of support, obviously, to go out on their own and become independent and to strike out on their own and be successful, right? So there comes a time so that this person can evolve into this person here, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is well established. They've done it on their own with the help of others, right? They're somebody that's laid a good foundation for themselves. They're healthy, they're happy, they're content, their self-confidence is intact, right? And oftentimes when we swoop in and we do things for our children, for them, instead of with them, that affects their self-confidence because they never learn that skill of mastery, which really starts at a young age, and particularly in the teenage years, right? Kids need to do things for themselves appropriately to their age to figure out how to navigate the world. And when they figure out how to do those things, it's called mastery, and it leaves them with this sense of like, I did it, like of accomplishment, right? And as they grow, that changes and evolves into how they've incorporated that into their life. So that's your job, King of Pentacles here, your Taurus energy. Your job is to help this person evolve into this young woman or young man, okay? And you're not going to do that by giving them everything. You're going to support them in the ways that help them achieve this, okay? And that's going to look different for everybody. This is what it's all about, so that this person here can walk away knowing that they always have a safe place to land, that the home fire is always burning for them, but that there's new adventures and new starts that they need to go out and experience in order to come into this here, a healthy, balanced individual. And that's knowing that, again, they've always got a secure base to fall back on. Okay. Really cool combination of parents, by the way. That's amazing. Like the two of you, I mean, I could do a whole separate reading about the dynamic between these two here. It's beautiful. But you're wanting to send this person off this. Listen, where you're a safe place to land when you need it, but you also need to go out on your own here and start navigating the world with our support, sort of thing. So I hope that's clear. Again, really specific. But somebody needed to hear this today. And it's not it's not often that I can speak to a certain audience, about other issues other than just, romantic relationships or career or that sort of thing. So this was a super interesting read for me. I really enjoyed doing this. So Taurus, best of luck to you navigating this situation. If this resonated with you and you'd like to leave a comment below, I always encourage that. If you've enjoyed the video, you can leave a like behind if you're not wanting to leave a comment. And please do consider subscribing and hitting that little bell notification so that when new readings come out, you can be made aware. Have a great week, Taurus. We'll talk to you next time.